Probably before Arthur had put his in.
So this is the 20th hand. It's been up and down, back and forth stuff. We've had 3 different leaders among the 4 players at the table. And Eric, who's in second, has an ace and a 10.
It's been a great monthly final so far, Mike. Let's hope it continues.
And Eric's coming in with the raise. Stefan is just taking the big pot off of Arthur, is out.
5-7, sorry.
Arthur pocket 9s.
Chance to rebuild. Chance to rebuild for Arthur.
All in.
All in. He's going to go all or nothing with it.
Brave play.
With the pocket 9s.
Yeah, brave play this one, Arthur. It's going to be a 50-50 if he calls you, but he might not call you yet.
No. Well, with the ace 10.
Look at Eric. See the pressure there, shook his head.
It's all or nothing for Arthur. Can Eric call this one?
Well,
they'll reverse positions if he loses. Pocket 9s against ace 10.
700.
Pretty much a coin toss.
Coin toss, 50-50 roughly.
In fact, the computer says it's exactly a coin toss.
But Eric is yet to call. Well,
he's made his living with low chips before. In his weekly final, he spent a long time at the bottom of the chip pile. Dodged the bullet a couple of times. Came out the big winner. Entered this game with the biggest stack of anybody.
And you can see mathematically he should call, but he's not to know that.
Can I have chips?
He's called him.
He's called.
It's mathematically the correct decision for him. He's getting about 7-4, and he's about a 50-50 shot. So mathematically, it's the right decision. But let's see what the cards bring.
You saw him go up, and I don't know whether he thought he was behind or what.
Yeah, he must have thought he was behind. I mean, I can't think he's in front with the ace-10, but you know.
A chance now to eliminate Arthur Westbo, who's come out with all guns blazing in this monthly final. An amazing performance from him.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, played very well, Arthur. But let's see what happens. Oh,
10, Jack, Queen.
Well,
pair of 10s plus the straight draw.
Yeah, he's got outdrawn, and one of the straights that Arthur wants to make is no good to him, because if the king comes, he's in trouble. So he wants to see the bottom end of the straight. Exactly. So the pressure's on Arthur now. Eric's sitting pretty for the moment. Let's see what the turn card brings.
8s and 9s for Arthur.
Oops, that's no good
5
at all.
of hearts, that opens up flush draw for Eric.
Yeah, Eric with all the aces, so to speak.
So Arthur Westbo from Forsnavåg in Norway, an unlikely contender who came out punching well above his weight. It's another 5, and Arthur is gone. What a show he's given us. Arthur Westbo just came out playing like a professional, like we'd never seen, but he's had 2 unlucky hands in a row. And well, there it is, when Arthur saw the result.
Yeah, dejected, Mike, wasn't he? Dejected.
Yeah. Well, he made a good run, and he obviously went home after his weekly final and said, I've got to play differently if I'm going to win the monthly, and he gave it his best shot. And this is where they stand now. Eric is well into the lead, Stefan in the middle, and Frank Larson, the smallest stack, but 31,000 gives him plenty of room to play with. But I like that attitude. You know, if I'm going to win this, I've got to go and play.
Great play from Arthur. Some great plays. He's unlucky, but at the end of the day, only one can win the monthly final.
And what do you tell these guys before each weekly final for a whole year, Pete? You've said it's better to live like a lion than die like a lamb.
Exactly, Mike.
Or die like a lion than live like a lamb.
Whichever way. Live or die like a lion. You take your pick.
Anyway, now.
Just cut the lamb out.
Yeah. 4,000 to call.
Eric, 4,000 to call. Stefan's come in with the raise. With the ace-jack, Eric with the 9-10, and he's going to call. The boys have come to play this month.
Well, there's no surviving. You've got to win this one.
8, 10, and Queen.
Yeah,
6,000.
6,000 the bet from Eric with the pair of 10s.
Yes, but there's a bit of something for everybody, so he might not shake Stefan here. We'll see.
Straight draws both ways.
Good play from Stefan. Good play from Stefan. This one he's representing, but he's also got lots of outs.
Til 18,000.
18,000 total.
Puts the pressure back on Eric. He's only got middle pair. Stefan might get away with this. Let's see.
Full.
And he does.
It does.
Great
Nice
play
play
from Stefan. Yeah, great play. Great play from Stefan. Represented the queen, but he's got the outs.
And
The
that
straight draw.
moves. Watch the reaction from Eric, because that moves Stefan up to the top of the pile. Stefan is the new chip leader. Stefan Prus, 78,800. Eric at 70,600, and Frank down at 30,000.
Yeah, Frank had his hand on his chin there. Looks under pressure, Frank, and certainly he is at the moment.
He's on the button right now. This has been an action-filled game. Only one player will advance to the grand final and fill that 12th seat.
Frank, first pick.
Been a great monthly final, Mike. One of the best. One of the best.
It really is. We're going out on a high note here with our 12th monthly final. A full year of Nordic Poker King.
Check. Stephen.
A full year of listening to Pete Singleton in my ear. The poker professor knows it all. Knows all, tells all. Tells some of it. Jack for Stefan on the flop. Eric's betting into it.
400. Stephen.
Well, Eric's just set himself up for a trap here, hasn't he? Needs to be careful.
Stefan calling.
But the call will probably set the alarm bells ringing in Eric's head.
2-4. Sorry. That's okay.
And again, Eric checking.
Get yourself some glasses, Eric. Get yourself some glasses, son.
Well, Stefan now has 2 pair.
Yeah.
Well, I think Eric will be on his guard now.
This time Eric checks.
Yeah, he realises he's probably bet into a hand.
Raise 10.000.
Stefan.
Yeah.
10,000 raise? Yep.
Well, it's too much for Eric to continue for his draw. He got a 7 to get him out of it, but it was way too much. Way too costly.
And that moves Stefan further ahead on top of the chip pile. He's up to 83,000 now. Eric at 66 and Frank at 30. The blinds are still at the second level, 1,000, 2,000. There's the reaction from Nosferatu. Pete's mini-me. Very calm.
Stephen, small line.
There you see where they stand. No trouble with the blinds at this level. Frank's still got plenty of time to play.
Yeah, still plenty of time for Frank, but he needs to up his game a little bit to keep with these two.
Only the 23rd hand, and we've lost 3 players. Pocket deuces for Eric.
Yeah, good speak.
Raise.
Not messing around, are they?
No, they realise now there's only one winner. There can only be one winner, so they're prepared to fight it out.
Cool.
Stefan calls with the ace-10, and over to Frank. A raise and a call. The jack-5 go in the muck. So again, these two will go head-to-head. Pocket deuces against ace and 10.
Yeah, it's about a 50-50, but we'll see what happens. Well, it's not now.
It's not now, indeed.
First to speak.
Pair of aces for Stefan, but 3 hearts on the board.
Yeah.
He checks. Now, does Eric want to try to represent?
Well, he might as well try one stab at it and then let it be, because that's his only chance, really.
He's thinking it through.
We know he's not going to, or probably not going to get away with it. Stefan probably knows he's not going to get away with it, but I think might as well try it. He doesn't know what we know. Big swallow there from Stefan.
600. I can't reach the other chips. Thank you.
Stefan may be looking at those 3 hearts. Well, he's calling. The swallow may have been for show. Could have been the first swallow of summer.
First swallow of summer. Very good, Mike. But Eric did this before, made a play at the flop and then recognised the danger signs and pulled back. Yep. Let's see what happens. Of course, he could get lucky.
Let's see what happens. The turn is a 7 of diamonds. That doesn't do anything.
Stephen?
Bet.
Cools off the flush draw.
Well, that's finished everything, but it's a protection bet from Stefan. He's trying to find out if Eric really does want to continue in this, and that's let Eric out the trap anyhow. Of course, Eric might try a very brave play and come over the top, but I don't think so.
No, he doesn't. He folds, and Stefan wins and increases his lead at the top, up to 97,800. Remember, there's 180,000 in chips in play on the table. Okay. And the button is in front of the chip leader. Stefan, he's the first to speak with a king and a 4.
Stephen?
He didn't play any of the first 10 hands. Since then, he's been playing up a storm. He and Eric have been just playing every hand, basically, and Frank just has been sitting them out.
Yeah, Frank needs to recognise that he's going to be put under pressure very shortly, though.
And he folds the deuce 3, and there we go again, because Eric's got the ace-king.
Well, this might be pressure release for Eric, because I'm pretty sure he'll want to play this one. Just how he plays it.
Race.
And he's going to raise it up, re-raise with the big slick.
He'd like to get some of the chips back that he lost on previous encounters with Stefan.
Total bit, 22,000.
That might be enough to shake Stefan.
22,000.
He's not in good shape, he'll know it now. How much more? I shouldn't do this one, Stefan.
He's considering the all-in bet.
32.
Yeah, I don't think he'll shake Eric off, though, even if he tries it.
No.
You got caught on a play, Stefan.
31,000.
Just accept it. Nothing wrong with it. Let it go now. But we'll see. Leave it with him.
22,000 in the pot. And Stefan folds.
Wise move. Wise move from Stefan. Good play from Eric.
And there is the gold token that the winner of this table will get, and it will get them into the monthly final. Sorry, the grand final of the Bet24 Nordic. Yeah, let's do it again.
It's the semi-finals.
Final, Jesus.
It's the semi-finals, isn't it?
Well, it's the monthly finals. It's the grand final.
Yeah, okay. And 15,000 as well, isn't it?
And there is the gold token that the winner of this table will get, and they will advance to the grand final of the Bet24 Nordic Poker King, joining 11 other monthly winners. They'll get a €15,000 prize, and next week will be the first of our 2 semifinals. Frank Larson, first to speak, suited 10-jack, suited connectors on the button, and he brings it in with a raise.
Yeah, and he's start making moves now, Frank. He's recognised the pattern that's developing.
12,000 total.
Eric, he's out with a 5 and the 8. Stefan, he's out with the 5 and the 9.
That's your prediction. I think it's probably going to be correct, Michael.
And it is.
Wow,
Yes!
you're the man. You're the man.
Maybe I can get that €3 I lost to you a couple of weeks ago back.
I don't think so. I'm still waiting for it. In fact, the interest is going on daily as we speak now.
So we have 2 Danes and a Norwegian at this monthly final, the last of our monthly final tables at the Bet24 Nordic Poker King. 7 Danes, 2 Norwegians, and 2 Swedes so far have qualified. And next week we'll have our first semifinal table. 3 of the 6 players will qualify. The week after that, the second semifinal, and then our grand final. €150,000 and the title of Nordic Poker King. Stefan, ace and 6. Looks over at Frank as if to say, well, you got me last hand, and I'm going to get you this one.
Probably looking for a reaction off Frank when he said the words raise as well.
10,000.
And Frank?
Frank, you speak. 6,000 to call.
6,000 for him to call with the Jack 7.
He can't really just call the bet, to be honest. He might think he can, but put himself in an awkward position, isn't he?
He's already got the big blind of 4,000 in. The blinds are at the 3rd level, 2,000 and 4,000. And he calls.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one, Frank. You can have position, but you might not like it when the flop comes out. But we'll see.
He could get lucky.
He could get lucky.
And he did.
Well,
Jack deuce 9. That's a good flop for him.
He's probably going to get paid off here, and maybe Stefan will try an aggressive play. He plays quite aggressively. Let's see. No.
Stefan checks. How's Frank going to play it?
Well, he needs to virtually bet it somewhere around about the pot. No, well, that'll do. That does the
That'll
same
do
trick.
it, yep. All in for Frank with the pair of jacks.
23,600.
I'd like to see Frank have done that before the flop, but he decided to wait to the flop.
Stephen?
And as it happened, he did get lucky, and he's in a stronger position. The Sting look-alike and the Pete look-alike.
No, he doesn't look like me. I've now decided he definitely doesn't look like me. Can't be thinking of calling now. He's just keeping Frank on the boil, I think, a little bit. You can see the odds there. It's not really a proposition he wants to call.
Flop hasn't helped him.
No, he's got outdrawn. Might as well just let it go, move on. But I think he'll come to that conclusion in the end.
Call.
He called.
That's incredible.
He called.
What's going through Stefan's mind here?
He's in the chip lead. He sees an opportunity to eliminate Frank, but
no,
really,
he's lost the plot.
But yeah,
He's lost the plot.
How can he think he's even ahead?
We can't think he's ahead. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, Frank.